Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David,
And I'm Zach.
and just want to say Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a good day with your families and you eat lots of turkey and all that good stuff. And so we wanted to give you something a little different today
Sure.
for Thanksgiving.
A bourbon battle, but yet a bourbon battle kind of review. If
Yeah.
you would say too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I don't know that we haven't reviewed any of these, have we?
nope. Purposely, we talked about reviewing one at the end, and we're like, we'll wait.
We'll wait.
And then
A came out, B came out, and
they did have a strike.
it doesn't matter. They've been sitting around. They've been sitting around collecting dust.
Sure.
Not all the people were on a strike. Just just some of the people.
Just the people that bottled the bottle itself.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
So,
But
well,
anyways,
we're happy that they're no longer striking.
that's true. We're all happy
everybody's
that
happy.
everybody's back to work, and hopefully everybody, or hopefully everybody's happy.
Yeah.
But so anyway, as a whole, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is normally, we would say, pretty great, right?
Yeah.
For the price, the availability of it, they
For
do
sure.
actually produce quite a bit of this stuff.
Yes.
Everything typically about this bottle, like they're all 12 years old. The price point's $65 retail. I mean, it's Heaven Hill. We all, for the most part, like Heaven Hill.
Yeah.
Like, it's all really good stuff. I noticed a lot this year. A lot of people are down on these bottles, and I think a lot of it has to come to the proof. These proofs are a lot lower than their standard. I couldn't tell you last time they had a real low proof.
Yeah.
So, but anyways.
So, yeah. I mean, A is 123 proof.
Mm-hmm.
B is 118.2 proof.
Yep.
And then C is back up to 120.2, which
Yep.
is not terrible. Like, that's not a terrible proof at all.
No.
But I think a lot of people like them a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah. And, obviously, I like that. You can kind of tell by me crushing on that bottle. But I've sampled out a little bit of this too, so I haven't had an opportunity to really get into B and C. But normally I'm a C and A guy.
C was my favorite last year.
Yeah.
And I only have about this much left to C920.
Yeah.
And so I've just been kind of holding on to it.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Let's see what it's going to do. All right, so we're going left to right.
Yep. And we're not going to do like a traditional like blind where we start left, then we go all the way to right, then whatever. We're literally just going to do one at a time, and then we'll kind of pick which ones we like at the end. I like the nose on this.
Yeah.
It just has a very rich caramel oak to it.
Yeah, we're real fruity, like kind of like sweet fruity. I think you're right, the caramel in there.
I don't really get fruit, but I definitely get, it's a very much a traditional kind of like nose on that, where it's just very caramel and oak forward.
I'm gonna be honest, like,
I heard a lot of proof on that one, it felt like.
well, I mean, it is the highest of the three that we'll do, but it's a little like it's a little funky.
It is a little funky.
I don't know what else to say. Like, it's kind of sweet, but kind of grainy too. Like,
so I get a little bit of spice,
get
a little bit of vanilla.
Yeah.
But man, that is, I don't know why I'm getting so much more heat on this one. I have always kind of thought, like, to me, there's more heat in the A batches than the B and the C. This one's really popping, and this bottle has been low for months. So, like, it's.
I like it. It's funky in a really good way. Like, like that's just a different. Yeah, and I've not had any of these three. I have everything but C at my house. I've purposely not opened them because I wanted to kind of be surprised at what this was going to be when we reviewed it.
Yeah, it still has that really nice rich oak and caramel presence. I will say to ding it though, right? There's not really much of a finish after that heat on that palate. That kind of turns into a little bit of a finish there. It just kind of goes away.
Yeah, and it's not much to it, but it's funky.
Yeah,
the palate's definitely a little funky.
All right, on to B. Just to remind everybody, this is 118.2 proof. And we'll throw, we didn't say this for the first bottle. We'll throw the mash bill up now, so that way it can look all pretty in the graphics below. But they're all the same mash bill, so.
Yes.
Man, this one has a really nice graham cracker note to it.
Has a little more, I think has a char to it that the A doesn't have.
Has a little bit of a sugar note to it. Also has like a little bit of like a, I want to say like a wine note. It's weird. I don't know. Get that in B. See, to me, normally, if I'm being honest with you, B is the one I don't like the most, and I think that one's the most Heaven Hill Funk kind of profile, typically, for me.
Ooh. It's very leather forward.
See, I get a lot more of like oak, brown sugar, and nuttiness.
It's dry. I think that's from that leather. That leather and yeah, I like that. But you know, I'm a leather tobacco kind of like. I like both of those tasting notes.
I feel like the brown sugar note in this too is really, it's almost too overpowering for me. The finish is a little dry.
It's definitely a little dry. It kind of hits you
long.
hits you more like a rye.
Yeah.
But it's a much different finish than A.
Oh yeah, and this one, even though it's lower proof, the Kentucky hug part of it is the finish is longer. You can feel it longer on the back. You can feel that heat kind of in the back of your palate.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting for sure.
Batch C, again, this is 120.2 proof.
I have high expectations for this because I liked C batch last year so much. But I feel like I'm going to be disappointed. I may not be, but I just feel. Man, that's interesting. That nose is really interesting. Like how A tasted interesting, like funky. This kind of
I agree.
Smells.
There's a baking spice note to it, but it's not like, you know, a lot of times we'll say like a baking spice or rice spice, and those kind of go hand in hand a lot. Like where, you know, whatever. There's like a baking spice note in it, but it's not like a harsh one. It's like very subtle. I don't know how to describe that. I don't know how you would word that.
Yeah.
But it's really nice. It's kind of delicate. It's kind of soft on that note, which is really, really nice. Also a little fruit in there as well.
All right.
And yeah, that Heaven Hill kind of funk. I think that's more of like an oak thing.
Now, see, that's pretty rye forward.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a ton of rye and butterscotch in that.
Yeah.
Is what I would agree with you on the rye note.
To me, this drinks a lot like a rye.
This also drinks so easy.
Yeah.
Like there's like nothing to that. Where this is what gets me, and I don't know. I mean I legitimately don't know the science of it. The highest proof one drinks fine. The lowest proof one drinks the highest to me, and then the medium proof one drinks the lowest. Like this is like so easy to sip on. Now with that, there's not a lot of finish there.
No. It's kind of the finish kind of leaves me in the same way like if I was smoking a cigar and there was a dryness that I feel like overtakes me after smoking a cigar. Feels like that same kind of dryness.
Mm-hmm. And that spice just kind of pops on there too.
Yeah,
it's actually I actually really enjoy that one.
I could see where you would enjoy that a lot.
Yeah,
because of the palate that you like. I mean, not. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's not. To me, it's not bad at all.
Mm-mm. Now, so before we talk about, well, let's talk. How would you rank them if you had a preference?
Hold on.
I'll go ahead and tell you how I'd rank them. I don't even think it's close for me. I would do C, be on the top. I think I can stack this, kind of. Yes. And then I could be left alone without having B or A. I think A is fine. I think C is where it's at. And this is going to stress out Dave. This is the best part of the video for me. And and
because he would have killed me if I did this. That's the truth. He would have been like, "What are you doing?"
Well, it's because it's my bottle.
That is true. It's your bottle. Do what you want to. I mean, throw it in the air. Do
whatever.
Go woo.
Oh, that stressed me out. No, I'm kidding. C is definitely my favorite. I think A is actually. Look. I said I would pass on A. I don't think A is bad. I just think.
Well, obviously, you don't think A is bad.
Yeah, I don't think A is bad. I think C is the best one out of it. Honestly, I would be fine just giving B away if I was going to be honest. So,
I think I would go A, C, B.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the funkiness of this, and I like. I mean, it's really close because I like the funkiness of the palate. I mean, of the nose of this, and the funkiness of the palate of that.
Sure.
But I like both of them.
Yeah.
I think we would agree that C is on the back. I mean, B is on the back end of, of both of them. It's just kind of there. It's not bad. It's not great. It's just there.
I would agree, but that's always how I feel about batch B. Like batch B, I won't say it's not good. Even I borderline want to say it's not good. It's just that profile. It seems like every year is just not my thing. It's just not my jam.
Yeah.
So now, out of these three, which ones would you buy or try or pass?
I mean, I'd buy all of them at the price point that they usually come in at. Mm-hmm. I just think if you're going to get them, you might as well try to get them all from year to year. I just think that they're good enough, and let's just say you've got friends coming over, which I feel like that's what you want to think about. Like you got friends coming over, you're like, hey, let's try the 3 barrel proofs and figure out which one you want. Let's blind them and see which one you like the best.
I would agree.
And so, just for that alone, I would get all 3 of them. If I was to buy a second bottle of the 3, I would buy a second bottle of these 2. I probably wouldn't buy a second bottle of B.
Okay. I'm getting ready to probably either get some hate or be way too overcritical. But let me say this. The price point to them and the availability of them in our area, we can find them.
Yeah.
And we can find them, I don't want to say on the regular basis, but if you really wanted to make this a daily drinker, I feel like if you were motivated to go out and stock up at the appropriate times of year to get the batch that you wanted,
yes,
you could work and get there.
Oh, yeah. You definitely could.
I think you could totally do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so with all that being said, the availability of it's great, price of it's great. Even the secondary price of like 80 something bucks, whatever it is, somewhere between 80 and 100, that's still great to be able to find. I would only say I would try, and I would probably go ahead and tell you to try this, even though I would lean, I'm like 50-50 on telling you to try. And I'm definitely a pass. I am just not, I'm disappointed in them because of the high standard that they set.
Yeah. I thought 2020 was They were good.
They crushed it.
Yeah,
in
they were.
2020.
I thought
2019s, they crushed it. Like they have done so well over the years, and I don't think it's necessarily the proof of them per se. Like I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, we don't like it because it's the proof. I don't think it has anything to do with it. I just don't think they're just as good.
No, they're just not as good, and they're fine. Like they're good. They're good for what they are in the year they are. But the C920 is way better than this.
Oh yeah, I'll be honest with you, and I've said this today before. We've done the Heaven Hill bourbon experience where you can actually bottle one of these.
Bottle one of them
down there, and the couple of times I've done it, I've said to the guy who's hosting it every time, like, that's better than any of your all's releases this year, and they've all said, yeah, we know. like they know, like they know that at
but
that
still
experience
just a little
better.
thing. Unless you go with a second person who doesn't like bourbon and you want to get a second bottle of something, just get the Heaven Hill experience.
Sure. Get it while
bottle.
you can.
Yeah.
Get it while you can.
Yeah, because there are only 10 barrels of it.
That's true. But these are, again, I would just tell you, if you're a hardcore fan of them, you're probably gonna love them no matter what. For me, I'm just a smidge disappointed in them. Yeah, it just is what it is.
I'm not disappointed. They're not as good as last year's.
I don't think these are as good as the last. Yeah, a lot of years.
But again, like if you got friends coming over, especially like most of my friends are beginner bourbon people. Yeah. If I put these out there, they would be like, "Can we put some ice? Can we put some ice in these? These are so hot." I'm like, "No, you can't, and you're gonna try it without it, and that's all good." But yeah, they're fine.
Yeah. All right, that's all I got.
Have we told them to subscribe and all that stuff? Did we tell them that?
I don't know. Go ahead and like the video.
Like, subscribe.
Leave us a comment. Go ahead and give me the hate now on how I don't like these bottles and they're great. That's fine. I'll totally take that hate all day, any day. It's all good. So, and subscribe to the channel. By the way, we hit over 2,000 subscribers.
That is true. We did. We hit over 2. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. You guys are awesome.
We're probably going to do like a live.
We're getting
a live stream at some point. And when we do, we're going to do some giveaways in there. We're going to, we may give away some swag. We've got some T-shirts and stuff like that. We may just blow it out, give away some bottles and all that good stuff. It's going to be fun.
Look at all these checks this guy's writing right now.
I am writing a lot of checks.
That'll be the one cashing.
Hey, listen, from two dudes who thought that we were lucky to have like 50 or 60 people look at this, just our closest friends, to where we are at over 2,000, which is nothing in the real world of YouTube. But
hey, we're grateful
for us. We're grateful. We're grateful for all of it. And we found some friends through this. We found some. So it's all good, man. Awesome. We love it. So anyway, till the next time, we'll see you. Happy Thanksgiving.